say it ain't true, man.
Where'd you find this?
Let's get ready to rumble!
This is PHAT'S Barbershop Club.
Brought to you by PHAT'S Fresh Cuts. It's more than a barbershop.
And here's your host, Ladarius Fat Man.
All eyes on me.
Daddy's working.
Welcome to my town.
What's up, Rustin? What's up, everybody? I am Fat Man. This is the Barbershop Club. I have today with me a special guest. She is from Chicago. Well, you know, Chicago Heights. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Chicago. By way of... So she's living in Houston right now. Miss Mariah Smith. How are you today?
Great. It's Mardi Gras, so I'm feeling good.
It's Mardi Gras. Look, I'm glad that I've been practicing les leg, bon ton roulette.
Lots of the bon ton roulette.
Yeah, there we go. I've been trying to get it. You know, let the good times roll. We here in Louisiana and Texas, you know. I guess that's, you know, second home to a lot of Louisianians, you know. And obviously a lot of Chicagoans too, huh?
Yeah, lots of them.
You know.
Lots.
I hadn't been to Houston in so long. It's been forever.
It's truly gonna show you a good time anytime you come, for sure.
Houston. I mean, I was maybe 7th grade when I was in Houston last. Yeah, a long time ago. Long.
Okay.
Well, look, y'all, as she mentioned, it is Mardi Gras. Today is Fat Tuesday. That's, of course, the day before Ash Wednesday. So y'all go ahead and get it all out. The last day of the festivities, the carnivals and all, you know, get that in. Shout out to everybody that's watching. We got some people that come in right now. So what do y'all do out in Houston for Mardi Gras?
To be honest with you, I haven't really seen much happening for Mardi Gras, but just being but living in Louisiana for that long amount of time and going to Grambling, we always got a Mardi Gras break every year, so I'm gonna practice it still.
So no Mardi Gras break. You're just gonna take one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been feeling real chill today.
Oh, that's what's up. I got a Mardi Gras parade in today at my daughter's 3rd grade class parade.
Oh, okay.
You know, it was fun. They had floats. Well, you know, floats that they pushed, and they threw candy out. It was good.
Oh, that sounds so cute.
Yeah, it was fun. Of course, my wife, she put everything together, so yeah. I assist, you know, I did whatever I could when I could, you know, but we got that done.
Yeah.
Well, look, y'all, we're going to do this real quick.
You are listening to PHAT'S Barbershop Club, brought to you by PHAT'S Fresh Cuts.
Club members, if you're watching us live, y'all share this video. I got Miss Mariah in the building. Y'all drop the 100 emoji. I see we got one already in here. Drop the 100 emoji. Let us know y'all watching. Yo, and if y'all catching us on replay right now, hashtag replay right now for us. Okay. Like, follow, and subscribe to PHAT'S Barbershop Club on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So, hey, what's up, Rustin? Can I get a what's up, Rustin, from you?
What's up, Rustin?
Hey, man, there we go. Listen, y'all, we catching up with Miss Mariah Smith. And we're going to see what she has going on in the next coming months, you know. And from what I've been seeing and what I've heard, because we've been connected through a mutual friend, John Bonner, and he told me some good things. And so I said, we got to put this together. And let's say we're going to do What's Up with the World. What has you shaking your head? Good or bad?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Those Chinese balloons have had me in a chokehold for the past weeks, days.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
you know, just fly over freely, you know.
That's crazy. I don't know.
They flew over for a few days, right? Before
Yeah, but they're finding like multiple.
it's multiple. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's a little wild to me.
It's a little bit over my pay grade,
Yeah,
you know, and way over my head, pun intended.
definitely.
Pun intended. I'm still, for me, I'm still at distaste for what the cops did in Memphis.
Mhm.
And on top of that, just a few weeks ago, we had an incident in Shreveport
Mhm.
where a guy was killed by an officer.
Okay.
You know, and it's just it's getting out of hand. I mean, I can't even say it's getting out of hand. It's so far out of hand that like the police are the only ones that can fix it. How I feel, you know. But that's what's up with the world with me. Y'all, thank y'all for listening to that part. Okay, look, let's get into this show here. What are your ties? You send me some questions, and I'm glad you did, because I just had my standard questions. But this is a good one. What are your ties to Lincoln Parish, to the Lincoln Parish area, besides going to Grambling State University?
Great question. I know I provided it. But my ties to Lincoln Parish started with just being a student at Grambling State University when I started back in 2016. But as I started going there, I have very community-oriented parents, which influenced my decision making today. And so when I got to Lincoln Parish, not only was I super involved on campus, but I made it my business to be very involved in the community. So there's probably no social service organization in, I'll say, Ruston that I haven't touched. Of course, I've went to Monroe, I've went to Jackson Parish, I've done a few things in all the parishes, but for sure Lincoln Parish, I made that my home. So I made lots of friends, lots of family there.
Just a few. Like, what are some of the things that you did while you were here?
Yeah. So I did annual back to school giveaways, which I provided all of the school supplies that I gave away to people. So probably about 500 to 600 book bags altogether is what I gave out. I did lots of mentoring work with the young girls in the community. Specifically, I did a lot of tutoring at the Blue Gym in Ruston. So I would have the kids come and I would provide dinner. I say I did, but really I was asking my dad for some money. Shout out to Dad, because he always looked out for my dreams. So my dad would give me money every week to help feed the kids in that small area. And then I would have girls from my sorority that I created to come do tutoring. So that's just a few of the things that I used to do in Ruston.
Okay, you said the sorority that you created. What are we talking about there?
Okay, so I created a sorority on Grambling State's campus in 2017. It's called PHAT'S, which stands for Pushing Our Sisters Higher. Okay. And it was an organization that basically everything that I just explained to you was what I tried to implement into my organization. So just being very involved in the community. My main points were being involved in church, school, and the community. So whatever we could do with that, that's what we were doing for about 3 years.
That's cool. A few years ago, I'd say a few years ago, but it was a while ago, I had a community group, Kings of the Future and Queens of the Future. And man, those, it was a group of high schoolers, they did community work. They did real good. We separated. I started doing other things, and they started going through high school and graduating and going about their own lives. But it was a good time. I think they learned a lot. Those kids who were a part of that group, they really become, successful in life, and doing really good for themselves. So,
but they definitely need that role model, that person that's doing successful things, like just even such as like your podcast. For certain kids to just see stuff that we're doing, they're very impressionable. So that's why I try to always make a good example for the ones that I know are watching me, because chances are they're going to wake up and want to do a pageant or want to do a podcast or something like that. So.
Yeah. And I'm definitely like trying to encourage everybody I know to do a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like that's what it's becoming, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like the new rap, the new genre of music. You know, you go and put down a podcast for 30 minutes to an hour, and you just watch it work.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully there's some things being said that, you know, somebody can take and use, you know, productively in their lives and kind of move in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm trying to do with the podcast. And I want people to do that too. So you're doing pageants, okay? That's one of the things that we are mainly here for.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me this: what is Miss Heart of Louisiana?
I'm so glad you asked, because it's an amazing experience that I'm about to produce for the first time.
Okay.
It's a pageant that I'm starting. I am a pageant coach and competitor. So I've been around the pageant world for a pretty long time now, and I think that I'm ready to do my own pageant. But a lot of the pageants that I compete in are mostly about looks, or about how much money you have, or about your body type and stuff like that. And I wanted to do a pageant that focused on community service work. Because like I told you, when I did live in North Louisiana, I was very active in the community. Okay. And I feel like a lot of my hard work was overlooked by pageants, just like I said, because of my look, or because I didn't have as much money as other people had. So I wanted to create my own pageant system that highlights the hardworking girls in Louisiana as a whole. So yes, I'm bringing that pageant to Ruston July 28th through the 30th. And I'm in the process of right now of recruiting girls, getting girls to join the pageant, to be a part of this amazing thing that's about to happen.
What are the requirements for being a part of this pageant?
Sure. So the only requirement is that you must be a resident of Northeast Louisiana. And that's like Ruston being the farthest point, and then on east, everything over there. And then the age group is 5 to 28. So that's the only requirements really that you have to have.
So tell me this. Growing up, I watched a lot of TV. Mm-hmm. And one of the favorite shows I watched growing up was Saved by the Bell. Mm-hmm. All right. And they had this one episode where they did the pageant, and I think Screech was in the pageant, the guy, you know. It was pretty cool, you know, to see, you know, the dude in the pageant, and then he ended up winning it after, you know, him being the geek and doing all that. But what I'm trying to say is, are there any requirements for any guys to be in the pageant, or is there a separate type of thing that you have for guys in the pageantry?
So in my specific pageant, there isn't anything title-wise for guys to participate in. But I do know for the Black men specifically, there is a Mr. Black Louisiana. I think it's ran out of Shreveport. Okay. Not for sure on that exact detail, but I do know that there is something like that, though.
Okay. Okay. I'm not interested because I ain't trying to get all in that. But you know, I didn't want to.
It's available, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to not go and ask.
Right.
Somebody maybe. Hold up, I have seen a guy do this. So, but let's see. We're gonna go right on into it. Are you competing in any pageants?
I am. I'm running for Miss Black USA right now. Ooh. So our pageant is going to be in August in Washington, D.C. And right now my title is Miss Black South Central States, which my title is a regional title. So instead of just having one state, I have 4. And my 4 states are Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. So I've just kind of been traveling around to all my different states because it's a personal goal of mine to make it to every single state. So that's what I'm working on right now.
Okay, so where of those states, where have you been besides Texas?
Well, of course, I've been to Louisiana, and then I just
Okay.
went to Arkansas 2 weeks ago, and I just found an opportunity to go to Oklahoma in June. So I'll be working on that one for the time being.
Oklahoma. I like well, I can't say I like, but I do like Broken Bow, Oklahoma. You know,
That's
Oklahoma.
where I'm going. What?
Oh, really? See, my family and a friend of mine's family, we went a couple of years ago, and it was just about like it was the beginning of it. I think you know it was just getting started. It had a few things around, but that was about 8 years ago, 6 years ago, maybe. I'm pretty sure it's way better now.
Well, I can't wait to see
I've
it.
heard
I'm
it's better
excited.
now. I've heard it's better now.
I think that's a sign. Like, I literally decided that I was going there today. And then for you to say random Broken Bow, Oklahoma, that's literally where I'm going.
Hey,
So now I'm really going.
Go there, have some fun, live it up in one of the cabins. I know that's where you're gonna be probably.
Most likely,
in the
yeah. I was
cabin
just
because
looking that up.
it's some nice cabins out there. Some very nice cabins.
You are listening to Fats Barbershop Club, brought to you by Fats Fresh Cuts.
So, can you tell us about the many platforms that you're on, like that you have, as far as what you do?
Sure. So, right now, always in life, my main platform is always going to be Posh Pushing Our Sisters Higher. And even though that's not my sorority anymore, I have taken that with me. That's like my first child, so she's always going to be with me. But right now, I'm using that as a pageant coaching business. So I've used that to coach girls all across the country. For example, like Idaho, Washington, Oregon. My main goal has been to find Black girls in states that aren't so represented by Black people. So I've been doing a really good job at that. I'm actually working on somebody in Utah, West Virginia, Minnesota. I'm really taking that really serious. And then also with that, I have used that platform to recruit I know I had about 8 girls that were interested at first across the country to participate in Miss Black USA. So that was a big time thing because they were running a competition to see like which one of the queens could get the most, and I think I got the most. So
Thank you, guys.
That's really exciting.
Hello, Miss Stacy Calco Henderson. She said hello to you.
Hey, Miss Stacy.
I've had her on the show twice. Yeah,
that's my girl right there.
I
met her when I first moved to Ruston.
Okay.
Now she's part of my life forever.
Have you had any of her bakings?
Have I? Absolutely.
we it never lasts in our house.
Yeah.
Never. And I mean I'm trying to stay away from the sweets, the sugars. But I mean,
I'm not trying.
You're not trying. I'm trying to. I'm actually trying, but it's not happening right now. But it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen though. It's gonna happen. Let's see. What else do we have? You have anything for me?
Yeah, I do want to know. Like, when did you start your podcast? When did you get into it?
I started my podcast in April
of this year. I mean,
April of 22.
Oh, okay.
April of 2022. And it's funny because I just started seeing, like, in my memories on Facebook of me talking about starting my podcast.
That's powerful.
So now I'm starting to get those podcast memories on Facebook. And yeah, that's kind of cool. So I started in April. I did the first show and it was like, I got to do another one. I got to do another one. But I started in April. I just wanted to. Now, you didn't ask this, but the reason why I started my podcast is because I didn't feel like Ruston I didn't feel like we knew what was going on,
Mm-hmm.
and then on top of that, I didn't feel like my community, my side of town, didn't know what was going on downtown,
Mm-hmm.
so I wanted to bridge that gap between those two. Was if the Peach Festival was going on, I want us to know, other than us knowing it's June, that's around the time Peach Festival is.
Mm-hmm.
I want us to know what's actually going on.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what's going on during the Peach Festival. This is what's going on during whatever else we have, So that's what I kind of wanted to start doing. And then it just kind of expanded to where I am right now.
Mm-hmm.
Having you on to the show and letting people know that we're going to have a pageant in this area, So that's why I started the podcast.
That's great. Yeah, I saw a lot of like sports talk on there too. I'm like, dang, he's gonna have a pageant person in the middle of sports talk.
Well, that's the thing is the sports talk. It kind of, I graduated from Ruston High.
Okay.
And I said, just like I started the podcast because I needed everybody to know about what's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, although we're the only big high school in Ruston, a lot of people still didn't know what was going on with our sports.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, well, let me follow our sports to get the community involved in what's going on with what these kids have going on, and knowing who these kids are. A lot of people don't know that didn't know who the kids were who were even on the team. And I felt like, let's put this out there and let's feed these people who these kids are and what they're doing. Eventually I'll get into getting some just regular students. That's what I want. I just want regular students, doing good, having good grades and, community work, everything that you're basically saying, goes with what I want to do in the podcast. So it's really no difference in it, in what we want out of what we're doing. So that's
you're in a perfect spot to interview a lot of students. Grambling is truly the place. Like, I mean, I have hustler in me, but I think that Grambling brought it out because like everybody is on their stuff. Like you gonna look crazy if you're not doing nothing. So I'm sure that they'll have lots of things to talk about.
It's so many people from so many different places, so many different walks of life at Grambling. And like I say, that 1 year that I spent at Grambling, it was life changing. It was a culture coming from Ruston High, the tech of high school. Okay,
in y'all area,
right. Going to Grambling is like, man, dang, it's really cool just being around a lot of black people.
Us,
that's cool. It's cool. So I was around black people all the time, but just to see how it was, the history that they talked about, and actually seeing in play, different world, you seeing all of that. So it was cool. I enjoyed it. I didn't like the fact that students wasn't allowed to throw a football on campus. I didn't like that type of stuff. Yeah, it was some guys it's just one of them things. I remember some guys just tossing the football on campus and the police stopping them from doing it. And I just always felt like, man, that's the fun of campus life, like
we was doing some wild stuff. I won't say on the camera just because.
No, we ain't gonna put it out. But let's get back to it. Let's say I know I went all the way off with my answer question.
Oh, that's
but
okay.
did you compete in any pageants while in college here in Grambling?
I did. I competed in Miss Cover Girl in 2018. And I competed for Miss Grambling State University in 2019. And then I competed for Miss Louisiana USA in 2021, where I got Miss Congeniality for my personality.
Miss Congeniality. That's the movie. I remember
Yeah.
that movie with is it
What's that
who is it? Sandra Bullock?
Sandra Bullock. There
Yeah,
you
yeah.
go.
That was a good one. That was a good one. So of those, okay, of all of those,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna act like I can just recite everyone that you said. But
Okay.
I did hear you.
hmm
But of those, which one did you feel like you competed your best, and which one you may not have competed your best, but it was a good one for you?
So that's a strong question because everybody that knows me is probably laughing at that question right now because I am very competitive.
Okay.
And when I compete, if it's not perfection down to the T, you're not going to see it for me. It's going to be perfect every single time. So I will say that all of those experiences were probably my favorite experiences because Cover Girl was my first pageant ever in life. And I gave it everything I had. And it was lit. I didn't win, but it was definitely a great eye-opening experience. And then Miss Grambling State University, like I said, if it's not perfect, I'm not doing it. And my campaign was flawless. I didn't see anything wrong with what I did. Didn't win, and that's fine because I was so proud of myself. Oh my goodness, like I'm gonna cry. So then when I did Miss Louisiana USA, that was my first pageant in the big pageant world. That's like the pageant before you go to the Super Bowl type stuff.
Okay.
So that one was really big time. I really learned what real pageant life was like. The people weren't the nicest, but it was a great experience, and that's what made me want to be a pageant coach was when I did that one. So
But did it toughen you up?
for sure.
Yeah. Did it give you that one little thing that you put into your coaching?
Yes, it gave me a lot of things that I put into my coaching for sure. And when I say certain things to girls now, like I know what I'm saying because I know how it feels. I've been there or something like that. So I'm a very tough love type of coach, even though all my clients love me. But sometimes it's just like, suck it up, buttercup.
I mean,
and I can say that because I've been there. So
it has, I mean, I understand that. Look, it's just like coaching sports. You gotta be kind with grit. And the kindness is not. It's not just all candy like. It's taffy.
yes, that's a good one.
You like to eat it, but you don't want to because it gets stuck in you and all that. Yeah, but that's coaching. So with that being said, are you a sports fan?
I am. I love football. Football's my favorite.
Okay. Okay. Favorite team?
A lot of my favorites have not been doing well. But that's okay because I'm still a fan.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be a Saints fan. And I'm also a Grambling fan.
Okay.
I was working for the football team when we were winning. And it was lit. I'm still gonna love them, even though we're having some hardships, but it's just growing pains. That's all.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, it's your team. You got to.
Yeah.
I'm a LSU fan. LSU only. LSU only. I don't have an NFL team. I don't have an NBA team.
Okay.
I don't. Nothing is only LSU. I mean, things change once you get into the professional rankings of sports, and I like change, but I don't like drastic change like the NFL or how I don't understand how you can win Super Bowl after Super Bowl and then you get rid of the coach or you get rid of one of the players. I don't like that. But I do understand you win in college and then a player graduates or gets drafted. I understand that. But changing the team up once you win it in the NFL and the professional rankings, I'm not with it. Yeah. But I got a guy on here that says "Go Saints." I used to cut hair with him. He's definitely a Saints fan.
Oh, while we're on the
Definitely
topic of
Saints
sports,
fan.
Grambling is doing their thing in basketball. Right?
Basketball.
Have you been keeping up?
I have.
Oh, yeah.
I have. I
I
got
think they're number 2 in the SWAC right now.
either they're number 2 or number 1. I don't
I
know.
don't know. I have to look to see if Alcorn lost them games.
Okay, but they are doing real good. They look. I'm from Ruston.
Mhm.
I have seen Grambling at its lowest, and you attended Grambling, and you have seen the basketball program at its at its wits.
Yeah.
For them to be where they are right now.
We have an awesome coaching staff.
Yeah. Shout out to Grambling State University coaching staff. Shout out to the Graham fam. Shout out to all y'all. John Goldsmith, yeah, he's a coach over there. I know him. Yeah, so yeah, he's man. I love. You know what? I'm gonna have him on the show.
Oh, good.
He's been on before, but I love the fact that he really embracing everything that he doing right now. Like he's just soaking it in. You know what I'm saying? It's good to know a person that's really getting those opportunities, and and you see that they actually grateful for it. You know, so yeah, shout out to John.
Yeah.
You're not watching basketball like NBA? You're a fan?
I'm going to say that I am not a fan of basketball, but I am a fan of Grambling basketball just because it's Grambling.
Just because, okay.
And we raw. But other than that, I don't really enjoy basketball. Football, yes.
Football. You think you're gonna get into the XFL, the new football league?
I've been actually applying for jobs for the XFL. So if I do get into it, that's the way it'll be. Am I gonna watch it? Probably not.
XFL, y'all. Hey, if you ever watching, hire her.
Please.
No, I follow a guy, Sports Talk with Friends, and they do something with the Renegades out there.
Oh, in Houston?
In Houston, yeah. So they shout out to them, man. Let's see. You have any other questions?
At this point, I do want to know, how do you know John Bonner? That's my dude.
We are from the same area, same neighborhood, grew up together.
He cuts hair?
I do cut his hair. He graduated the year before I did. I'm 03, he's 02. So it's just
old.
Older. We're older. We're older.
Okay, yeah.
Because guess
y'all
what?
Graduated from high school in 02 and 03?
Yes. Yeah.
I graduated in like 2014.
Now I want you to understand this, okay? Somebody that graduated last year thinks that you're older too.
I'm about to turn 30 in a few years, so I'm old. Like,
no, you old. We're older. We're older. We ain't gonna put the old on us. It's older. We're older. We're older. No, but did you have a favorite Louisiana like party scene?
So, I'm not a partier.
Okay, your type of entertainment.
It's gonna sound crazy, but my type of entertainment was community service. So
that's
why I have so many community service hours in Louisiana. But I mean, the average homecoming, or like I said, we got Mardi Gras break, so I'm in New Orleans or something like that. Yeah. But I didn't really go to any parties or nothing on campus. Kind of lame. Well, when I got to Grambling, I was older though. I was 20 when I started going to Grambling because I transferred. So I feel like I did all my partying in Illinois.
You was able to mature.
Yeah.
That's all good. That's cool. That's cool. When you're doing your community service, what type of music are you listening to?
Well, see, I'm very sweet and I'm so about the community, but I have to listen to some drill, shoot 'em up type of music while I'm on my way
Okay.
to some stuff. Yeah, it's giving that. So
Okay.
yeah.
Did you get trapped into the Louisiana party music jam?
Yes.
Did you get into it?
Yeah.
It's easy to get kind of stuck with it, right?
Well, I think that for me, I'm the type of person that embraces the culture everywhere I go. So, like, when I went to Louisiana, I'm definitely embracing that culture. Also because my mom is from Louisiana. So.
Okay.
And then now that I'm in Houston, I'm definitely out with all the slabs, all the horses I can find. I'm doing that for sure.
Okay. What's your we'll get into that. This question, we'll get into that later. Okay.
Okay.
Get into that later. All right, well, here we go. Fats 5.
Hit me!
We are at the Fats 5 segment of the show where you would answer 5 of the questions that I ask, random questions to you, but not me. They random to you, but not me. And it's nothing hard, nothing crazy. It's nothing that you want to hide your face off of.
Okay.
But first one, if you could sit and talk to anyone, who would it be? Dead or alive?
My grandma.
Oh, that's a good
I'm
one.
going to talk to my grandma all day, every day, because my grandma knows everything that I need to know about family, ancestry, who I actually am. So I might call her after this.
Yeah. What's some of your favorite moments with your grandmother?
Just talking to her, listening to her tell me all of, like I said, our history. She's like our family historian. And then like having another conversation with her and I'll be able to tell her back what she just told me. I love those type of things, like, because I'm actually paying attention. So.
Okay. Favorite place to eat in Houston?
Ooh, I would have to say, I'm going to keep it simple. Frenchie's, that's the spot.
I've heard about it, but
yes, absolutely.
Of course, I hadn't been since I was a youngin.
Oh, so yeah. Frenchie's is the spot.
Frenchie's, okay. Who have I heard say something about Frenchie's? Somebody, some celebrity, I'm pretty sure. Something. When you were here, what was one of the spots that you want to eat at? You would eat at?
At John Bonner's food
at
truck.
the food truck. Big Boy Smokehouse.
I remember about that last night. That food used to be so good.
John, you got to get back on it, man.
Do.
The people are missing it, man.
I told him I would make him a flyer.
Hey, I mean, he just got to cook.
Yeah.
See, we can do all that.
Right.
Like, we know we can do that. He just got to cook.
Right.
These people missing it. Shout out to Colton Martis. Colton Martis say he misses his girl, Mariah.
Oh, hey, Colton. He was one of the kids that I used to tutor.
Okay.
At the gym.
Definitely. Shout out to Colton, man. Colton is doing some pretty good things.
He is.
Yeah, I've been seeing him do a lot of things. I saw him this past weekend in a wedding. He was fly.
Aw. Him and Kennedy. That's his sister, right?
Yeah, his sister. Yeah.
I miss them.
Okay, that was 2. No, that was 3. That was 3. Okay. Here's the 4th one. Now the 4th one, this is a good one for you.
Okay.
Because you spend time here and you're out in Texas, in Houston. So tell me, is it grits or Whataburger?
Neither.
I
don't eat that.
Oh.
I'm from Chicago, so I have a different type of taste buds, and I would not eat neither one of those while I was
Isn't the deep dish pizza that y'all don't eat? Like
now we do. I mean, deep dish pizza is good, but that's not the pizza that we eat on a regular. Yeah.
What's the pizza that y'all eat on a regular?
Me personally, I'm from the suburbs, so I will slide to Aurelio's in Chicago Heights or Homewood, Park Forest, wherever it might be. That's my favorite pizza in the whole world.
Is that like a big slice, greasy?
It's very greasy, but it's like in small squares. Like Chicago cuts their stuff in very small squares.
Okay, so small. Okay. Okay, I didn't know
It's
that.
good though, and like all of the toppings are underneath the cheese too. That's another thing about Chicago pizza.
Yeah,
It's good. It's not even necessarily deep dish. It's just the ingredients are under the cheese.
yeah, that's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
That is the difference.
It's good.
Let's see. That's 4. Did you watch the Super Bowl?
I did not, only because I was on my way home from a pageant in Arkansas.
Okay.
I wish I did though, because I wanted to see Rihanna. That's my girl.
Rihanna had a pretty good show. A lot of people talk crazy about it, but for a pregnant woman to get up and do what
They're not headlining the Super Bowl, so I really don't care what other people have to say about people doing stuff like that.
Yeah, she did real good. She touched all the hits that I wanted to hear.
Mm-hmm.
I wish Kanye would have stepped on stage, but hey,
That's why they did it so far in the air. Because
I know, but I'd have loved it. I guess I don't know. I thought I had when you were here, I need to ask this one too, because these are 2 spots that I go to faithfully. Okay. It's food. Did you go to the Doghouse?
Yes.
So Doghouse or Ponchatoula's?
Well, I never really ate at Doghouse.
Oh.
I did go to Ponchatoula's. I'll save my thoughts, but I would probably have to say Ponchatoula's though, only because I never really ate at Doghouse.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. They both have some thought savers, but
yeah.
I mean, seafood, I go to Punch, of course, but a good burger, I definitely got to get Doghouse.
Yeah, okay. I've heard that their burgers were really good up in there.
Yep, they are. Oh, man.
You are listening to PHAT'S Barbershop Club, brought to you by PHAT'S Fresh Cuts.
Look, we are well through this show. We've been moving. I mean, when you have a good time just flies by. So we are now at the quote of the day segment of the show. Mm-hmm. Do you have a quote that it sticks to you? Is something that you wake up and if it's not written on a mirror, it's something that could be written on the mirror. What is that for? Give us that.
So my favorite quote that I always use is from Coach Eddie G. Robinson, and I use it for every pageant that I do and stuff like that. And it's the will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential. These are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. I just have to say that by memory because I forgot it for a second. But yeah, that's my favorite quote.
But hey, that's a good one. You know what? To have a quote from Eddie G. Robinson. Mm-hmm. That's good. I hadn't. Nobody said that. I hadn't even thought to say, "Hey, let me see what Eddie G. would have said."
Yeah, well, when I ran for Miss Louisiana USA, I was Miss Grambling USA. So I figured if I work for the football team and I have Miss Grambling across my chest, I have to look into Coach Eddie G. Robinson. Like, who else would it be?
Hey, it makes sense. I'm mad at myself because I don't have the only one I have is what is it? We Grambling, baby.
Oh yeah, hell baby, we Grambling. Absolutely.
But that's it. That's it. Let's see. My quote, I got a few. First, I'm going to say this one because this is the one that I always say. I like to say. I love to say it. And it just means everything. It's a blessing to be a blessing. Okay. That's my, it explains everything in life. It all comes back full circle. But you have to do it, with a good heart. You can't just say, okay, I'm going to do this because I need to be blessed. It has to be done in a good heart. And I have another one. This one is more, I came up with this one about 3 years ago myself. And I usually go back to it when problems occur. It says, remember that the devil listens in on all your prayers.
Mm.
If you remember that, then you will know that you should always go to God.
Mhm.
You know, because that's the one that's going to get you where you need to go. And look, everybody don't mean well
Mhm.
when they hear your plans and hear your prayers and things. Just remember that right there. Like the devil is listening in.
Mhm.
So protect it, you know. Go to God with it.
Mhm.
Stay in line with Jesus.
Absolutely.
Stay in line. So what's next for you with the pageant and everything else?
So like I said, applications are still open until March 23rd. I'm going to be coming to Ruston for about a week, starting on March 13th. And I'm going to come and talk about it on the news on KTVE and stuff like that. And try to do as much in-person recruiting as I can, because I'm a very down on the ground type of person. So that's what we have coming up. And then, like I said, the pageant is in July. Location to be announced, even though I'm so excited and I can't wait to tell y'all where it is, but it is to be announced.
Gotta hold on to it.
Just a little while longer.
Don't let it burn you now. You gotta hold on to it. You have to hold on. Get you some special mittens or something to keep.
Yes, or something. Just a hot potato.
Yeah, keep it in. Keep it tight. Keep it tight. Y'all, I actually have some shows in line. I've got one tomorrow, and then I have one next week too. So I got a few shows in line. I want to do so many, but I try to not be so stuck into it. You know, it can take me away. I get into it and I just dive in and be pulled away from everything else. But any shout outs?
Whew, if I gave shout outs, I will be here all night. Of course, my parents, but I definitely want to give a shout out to John Bonner for linking us together and making it available for us to have this show. Totally love that. I love to see people doing great things in Lincoln Parish or Ruston as a whole. So that's really good. Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the parents. Shout out to my wife. Shout out to my kids. They're probably at home running around wild. But shout out to once again John, man. Shout out to you. Hey, look, this man, his brain is the hamster wheel. It's steady. It's going. It's going. He got ideas on top of ideas.
Yeah, he also linked me up with the lady that owns the beauty supply in Arcadia. Shout out to her too. Love her.
Lily. Yeah.
Yes.
Alicia.
Love
Yeah.
her.
Yeah. So she was actually my first interview.
Oh, okay.
No, she was my first interview.
It's just coming together.
Look, it's the
Circle of
whatever it is, the circle of life. There it is. Circle of life. Jason Weaver edition. But let's see, y'all. We are having such a good time. And I have nothing else. Is there anything else you would like to put out there that I didn't ask you?
Okay, so I just have one more question.
Let's
It's
go.
been burning in my thoughts.
Let's go.
Do you actually do your podcast in the barbershop?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's what's up. Like that. I just was dying to know.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep, I do it in the barbershop. I do it in a barbershop / photo studio / selfie studio.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
My wife just opened up a selfie studio in the barbershop called Old Snap Ruston.
Okay, let me write that down because I'm coming to take pictures when I come.
There it is.
Wait. Okay. You said, oh, snap, Rustin.
Yep. It's on Instagram and TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
And
why.
and what you see on Instagram and TikTok is the starter. We're gonna upgrade everything as well. So it's gonna be even better. They
Okay,
love it.
good.
They're loving it. That was a
Exciting.
good question. I like that. That was a good question. Yeah. Yes, it is. It's a barbershop. You know what? I've been trying to incorporate that in it. Like I gotta once I get everything set up, I'll be able to turn my camera around and sit in my barber area, you know, and have my guest over there. But yeah, that's what I want to do. That's my next step, my next goal is
I
to
like that.
do that. Y'all, this was good. This was good. And I thank you, Miss Mariah,
Thank you.
for even listening to a crazy older man talking about you should go on his local podcast. You know, to get your word out. So I appreciate you for that. It was good. I think it's gonna be a hit. It's gonna be a hit. We're doing another show once you get here.
Mhm.
That's gonna be even better. Hopefully by that time I have it, you know, I have the setup.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna work on that. I'm working on that.
Okay.
Because I want that to be, you know, I want it to be set up. I'm gonna have it. We're gonna be set up. We're gonna talk pageant. We're gonna talk Rustin. We're gonna talk it all. You know, even talk about a little Grambling State because basketball season will be winding down. The conference play will be going through and everything. So we'll have enough to talk about.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. So
I am very welcome for having you on here. Really, this was good because I needed to get away from sports. Because, like you say, you just
pageantry is indeed a sport, and I will argue that in a court.
I mean, we just talked about coaching.
Mm-hmm.
We just talked about, you know, team.
That's a sport.
It's all the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, and I'm not throwing this. This is not a shot at anybody who participated, but it is just as much a sport as cheerleading.
Yes, it is. Because cheerleading is indeed a sport. That's a very athletic sport.
It's a sport. It's a sport. I'm not taking anything away from it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. No, look, we're gonna get up out of here. I want y'all to share this video. I want y'all to react to this video. Get in the comments. Tell a friend, you know, tell a friend about this pageant. Tell a friend about this podcast. Tell a friend about two people just having a good conversation about life. You know, tell a friend. Tell a friend, follow Fats Barbershop Club on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. I'm not dancing, but you got any social medias you want to give?
Yes, my Instagram is Miss Heart of Louisiana pageant. And then my other Instagram for my Miss Black USA stuff is Miss Black SCS USA.
Okay. All right. So we are going to get out of here. I'm still gonna give away. I got a prize to give away from getting 1,000 followers. I'm well over that right now. I mean, I ain't gonna say like I'm well over it, but I'm 200 over it.
Okay, that's a lot.
Hey, I'm there. I'm in there. I'm in that thing.
Yeah.
It say 10 stars under my comment.
Okay.
But y'all, I thank y'all for tuning in to a small town podcast. You know, doing big things. Small town podcast doing big things. Fats Barbershop Club. I'm in the barbershop. You know, doing my thing. What's up, Rustin? Is the hashtag. Mariah Smith. I was about to say Mariah Carey.
Definitely don't want that.
Mariah Smith was in the building today, and she did her thing. She gave out all the information that y'all need to listen to when y'all go back and play this video. And hey, thank you once again for coming.
Thank you so much, and I wish your podcast the best.
I thank you. And I'll see you in a few weeks.
Yeah, next month.
Next month. All right, and we're out.
Thank you.
What's up, Rustin? Thank you for listening to my Daddy Fat on Fats Barbershop Club.
That's so cute. Bye.